beautiful people. Today, we're going to talk about things a little bit different. Like, I wanted to talk about dreaming and how the Toltec tradition talks about this as being the dream, the great Maya, as they say. Maya being Earth or the dream. And then for some reason, my intuition was like, but what about Pandora's box? And I was like, how is that related at all? And like, I don't even remember the story. And so I looked up a little YouTube video about Pandora's box and learned it was very related to Prometheus and him taking the fire and then being tortured by Zeus, having an eagle eat his liver every day, and then it heals overnight, and then that kept repeating. Eventually Prometheus was freed, but Pandora came after that, and she has this box, right? So let's talk about it a little bit, because I find it interesting. Prometheus stealing the fire represents the lower chakras, especially the solar plexus. But really, our fire as humans comes from the lower three chakras. That's our drive, our ambition, our passion, our desire, our will to create. It brings it up. And so you can think of the lower three chakras. The root chakra is kind of like the base, the foundation, the ground upon which the fire is built. The sacral chakra, of course, is about desire and passion, creativity, and it represents like the kindling and the sticks and all that, and then and the spark. And then, of course, the solar plexus is that fire, that willpower to create something, anything. Just big time firepower right there. It also represents third density consciousness. So the lower three chakras, when we're evolving in consciousness, third density starts when the solar plexus comes online, and this sparks self-awareness. All right, now you know that you are, or you perceive yourself as a separate self, and you have this drive in you to do things, to create, to build, to reproduce, to build civilization and lead or whatever, you know. And so the fire being given to man by Prometheus, that is the development. It sort of symbolizes the idea of when this hominid species moved from second density to third density. And then Pandora's box came a little bit after that. And Pandora's box, to me, represents the higher chakras, especially the third eye. And it's interesting because the solar plexus is a masculine dominant chakra. Like the masculine feminines alternate throughout the body. So root is masculine, solar plexus masculine, throat masculine, and then the sacral, heart, and third eye are all feminine. And so Pandora, being feminine, to me represents the third eye and the imagination, because here there is polarity, there is contrast, positive and negative. And so to me, Pandora's box being opened is man realizing all of the possibilities that could be imagined. It's all the different kinds of dreams that could be dreamed. Plenty of nightmares in there to be dreamed. And we see it in the world. Some people are living their dreams. Some people are living their nightmares. I definitely chose a nightmare for a little bit. Now, getting back to dreaming. But that's what Pandora's box represents. And that's why they were like, no, don't open it. Like, who knows what they'll create? They're fucking crazy. They don't know anything. They're just early stage third density beings. They don't know what are they going to do with Pandora's box? They could destroy the world. They can't be trusted. Yeah. But what most people don't remember or even know about Pandora's box is that after finally going through all of Pandora's box, which could be thought of as maybe like our collective subconscious of like all the things that we are creating, that we could create, all the possibilities, infinite possibilities is consciousness. Anything could be created and experienced. But at the end of the box was something beautiful that came out. At the very bottom of the box, after everything had been looked through, all of the darkness, all of the everything, was hope. Hope flew out of the box. Hope. And I would even extend that to faith and love. And that is our gift and our curse, is being able to open that box and create anything. To have a reality that is set up so perfectly that we could do that. And now, of course, in the story, Prometheus absolutely adores Pandora and wants to be with her. And so it's like this merging of the lower self, of that drive, of that ambition, that passion, desire, and the higher self, which has all of that mental creation, all of the possibilities, all of the divine, bringing the divine and the human together, realizing they are one. Mankind is divine. We are. Because it's all divine. It's all God. Dreaming a beautiful dream. But we are creators. Individualized, fractalized creators. Pieces of the whole. And we have to learn to be responsible creators, to work within the law of one, which is the law of do no harm, the law of honoring free will, of honoring and loving yourself and your free will, and realizing everyone else has the same right to that. That's what true freedom would look like, is when we can do that, when we can just honor and love each other's free will and our own at the same time. But Pandora's box isn't a bad thing. It certainly has taken a long time for us to for humanity, to rifle through all the things they didn't want to create and then play around with that. And we did a lot of things that weren't so loving, let's say. But ultimately, the moral of the story is that love will win. Hope wins. At the end, we will recognize our power. In the end, we will step into our power. In the end, we will evolve and become responsible creators who create beautiful dreams, who realize we don't have to keep living the nightmare, that we can wake up. We can wake up and we can love the totality of who we are and understand and know the totality of, well, maybe not the whole totality, but a much higher perspective we can see of who we are. Merging the lower energy centers with the higher energy centers and living from a balanced place in your heart, knowing that what your heart truly desires, what your heart truly wants, that is for you. And you can dream that dream. You have every right to dream that dream. And it will come to pass. With patience. So that's a cool story. Anyway, dream something beautiful.